Good evening, boys and girls. Tonight, your bedtime story is brought to you by me, Mrs. Landis, and my daughters, Emily and Maddie. Tonight, we're going to read to you
The Runaway Bunny by Margaret Wise Brown, and the pictures are by Clement Hurd. Once there was a little bunny who wanted to run away. So he said to his mother,
"I am running away."
If you run away,
said his mother,
I will run after you, for you are my little bunny.
"If you run after me,"
said the little bunny,
"I will become a fish in a trout stream, and I will swim away from you."
If you become a fish in a trout stream,
said his mother,
I will become a fisherman, and I will fish for you.
"If you become a fisherman,"
said the little bunny,
"I will become a rock on the mountain high above you."
If you become a rock on the mountain high above me,
said his mother,
I will become a mountain climber, and I will climb to where you are.
"If you become a mountain climber,"
said the little bunny,
"I will become a crocus in a hidden garden."
If you become a crocus in a hidden garden,
said his mother,
I will be a gardener, and I will find you.
"If you are a gardener and find me,"
said the little bunny,
"I will be a bird and fly away from you."
If you become a bird and fly away from me,
said his mother,
I will be a tree that you come home to.
"If you become a tree,"
said the little bunny,
"I will become a sailboat and I will sail away from you."
If you become a sailboat and sail away from me,
said his mother,
I will become the wind and blow you where I want you to go.
"If you become the wind and blow me,"
said the little bunny,
"I will join a circus and fly away on a flying trapeze."
If you go flying on a flying trapeze,
said his mother,
I will be a tightrope walker, and I will walk across the air to you.
"If you become a tightrope walker and walk across the air,"
said the bunny,
"I will become a little boy and run into a house."
If you become a little boy and run into a house,
said the mother bunny,
I will become your mother and catch you in my arms and hug you.
"Shucks,"
said the bunny,
"I might as well stay where I am and be your little bunny."
and so he did.
Have a carrot,
said the mother bunny.
The end.
So tonight we are going to share Bunny's book club with you. Bunny loved books.
Should probably read it that way.
He loved them ever since he first heard the lady with the red glasses reading aloud outside the library. As he listened, Bunny imagined himself climbing mountains, captaining a ship, and ruling a kingdom.
Maybe not that close.
But when summer ended, story time moved back inside. Bunny wasn't sure if animals were allowed in the library, but Bunny was sure he couldn't live without books. Night after night, he could hardly sleep for wishing. He had to do something. So with a flashlight in his paws and hope in his heart, Bunny jumped out of bed and tiptoed through the dark. But when he reached the library door, it was locked. So were the windows. Bunny tried digging, climbing, and yanking. Nothing worked until finally he noticed the book return. The shiny handle was far above his head, but it was no match for a high-hopping bunny hungry for books. Bunny leapt. He clung to the bar, flung himself over, and wiggled his cotton tail through the slot. He landed inside with a thud. Bunny's eyes sparkled at the sight of the shelves, bursting with books. It was better than a field full of fresh, crunchy carrots. Bunny didn't know where to start. He took a deep breath. It smelled as if he was wrapped inside the pages of his favorite book. He followed his nose to the adventure section. There he found stories about swashbucklers, sharks, and superheroes. Bunny greedily grabbed them all. His whiskers twitching with excitement, he slipped his treasures through the book slot one by one. Then, performing his best balancing act, Bunny wobbled home. He couldn't wait to dig in. And so Bunny returned to the library each night. He searched and sneaked, then scurried back to read. Soon his home was more books than burrow. Then one evening a loud knock startled Bunny. He closed his book and opened the door. "Where have you been?" asked Porcupine. "Reading," said Bunny. "Why?" said Porcupine. Bunny's eyes popped wide open. "Why?" he sputtered. "Have you ever been to the library?" It was time for Bunny to let Porcupine in on his secret.
Then I have a field trip now.
"Are you sure this is a good idea?" said Porcupine. "Calm your quills," said Bunny. "I'm too prickly, I'll never fit." Bunny pushed and shoved until pop went Porcupine. Bunny slipped in and flipped on his flashlight. "Whoa," said Porcupine. "I know," said Bunny. "Do you think there's a story about balloons? I've always wondered about balloons." "Most definitely," said Bunny. Sure enough, Porcupine found books on balloons and on deserts and dunes, on caterpillars and cocoons. When Bunny handed him one about hedgehogs, he hugged it. The two friends took turns cramming books out the slot. Their towers teetered so high they could barely carry them. Back at Bunny's, they cozied up with cups of tea and carrot muffins. Together, they read until sunrise. One night, Bear noticed the light on at Bunny's. He opened the door and tripped over a stack of books. "What's going on?" said Bear. "Here," said Bunny, handing him a book. Bear made room and settled in to read. Soon, more curious animals began visiting. "Do you have any books about outer space?" said Bird. "Or about volcanoes?" asked Mole. "I'd like a ghost story," said Mouse. "I think it's time for a field trip," said Bunny. One by one, the animals stuffed themselves inside the library. Bear caused a bit of delay. They scattered about, sniffing the stacks, pawing over pages. Squirrel gathered stories about the circus. Raccoon nabbed one about outlaws and bandits. Frog found a fairy tale. No one heard the key in the front door. No one heard the clack, clack, clacking of footsteps. No one heard the light flick on. "What do we have here?" said the librarian. The animals looked up in shock. Bunny gasped. Porcupine gaped. Bear groaned. "Follow me," she said. The animals marched slowly behind her. "We're done for," whispered Porcupine. "All libraries have rules," said the librarian sternly. Bunny's whiskers trembled. Porcupine's back bristled. Bear eyed the door. Bunny stepped forward to take the blame. The librarian leaned down. "The first rule is every book lover must have one of these," she said. She handed Bunny and his friend shiny new library cards. "Now you may borrow books," she said, smiling, "as long as you return them, of course." Bunny couldn't believe his ears. They could keep coming to the library. He beamed at his fellow readers, then bounced the shelves. He picked the perfect book, and he proudly checked out the very first official selection for Bunny's Book Club. The end. Well, Grayson and I hope that you enjoyed our book, Bunny's Book Club, and hopefully you all can start your own book club. Have a good night. Good night.
Good night.